business out the way. We hit the Israel of God. We read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, right? So what you get when you come here, the name of this organization, just in case it hasn't registered, it's called the Israel of God Bible Study Class. There's a couple of things you probably won't see. You ain't gonna see people running up and down the aisle knocking over chairs. You ain't gonna see nobody putting hands on people. And you ain't gonna see nobody speaking in another language. Right? You're here just like you going to school, just like you go to the universities, just like you go to your job. You gotta understand what's going on and then act accordingly. Right? By a show of hands, how many people in this room had relatives to pass away and not ever learn the real truth? You mean to tell me there's people in your life who never ever heard the truth and they dead now? Right? Never found out the truth. Ever, as long as they was on the earth, believed in something else, probably in their own understanding. So that's really, really bad for you to die and not know what's going on around you. Right? Today's lesson is the punishment of Israel is from God and no one else.
Yes, Lord.
Now, a lot of y'all be like, what are you talking about? Look, he's a God of order. Everything he does is thought out clearly. So after this lesson, I hope you have a better understanding of where you are as a people today. Because that is what I'm trying to do, to get you all to look at yourselves. Because this book today is all about y'all.
Yes, sir.
It is all about Israel. Those people who know they're Israelites. This is for you. So you can understand from A to Z, with no questions, how we stand with our God today. Right? I'm going to put you right with him today. Right? We're going to open this book up. We keep the Sabbath. Oh, I'm sorry. Kids, you know the move. Move around. Kids, go to kids class. Quietly exit. Okay. My name is Brother Jesse. My reader is Brother Prophet. And as always, it's good to stand before you on the Lord's Sabbath day. So we're going to get through this lesson. I'm not going to keep y'all all afternoon. But we got a little bit to cover here. So we're going to read quickly. We're going to read precisely on the line. We want y'all to follow and take notes for those that's taking notes. But we're going to give it to you the way it is, Israel, today. We're going to pick this up at Ezekiel 5. Ezekiel 5. So I'm gonna set the story up. We're gonna start this with our place of residence, okay? And the people who we talking about that live in this place, right? The punishment of Israel from God and no one else. Because you are being punished, whether you like it or not. Something happening and you don't know who hit it. Right? Ezekiel 5 and 5. What does it say, brother?
Thus said the Lord God, this is Jerusalem. I have set it in the midst of the nations and countries that are round about it.
So the Lord thought enough of you to put you right in the midst of all the other nations.
That was your residence. Go ahead. And she hath changed my judgments into wickedness. Wait a minute. Israel did what? Change what? Read to the people, man. And she hath changed my judgments into wickedness more than the nations, and my statutes more than the countries that are round about her. For they have refused my judgments and my statutes, and they have not walked in them. We are talking about y'all, forefathers. Our forefathers did what? They changed the judgments into wickedness. You want to know why this is happening to you? This is why. Right? My statutes more than the countries that are round about her. For they have did what? Refused my judgments. That's why we're in the position we're in, right? Go ahead, 7. Therefore, thus said the Lord God, because ye multiplied more than the nations that are round about you, and have not walked in my statutes, neither have kept my judgments, neither have done according to the judgments of the nations that are round about you. Therefore, thus said the Lord God, behold, I, even I, am against thee, and will execute judgments in the midst of thee in the sight of the nations. It say, therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, I, even I, being the white man, am against you. Does it say that? No. Does it say the African? No. Who it says against us? The Lord is against us. Right? Read, brother. And I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more of the like, because of all thine abominations. You hear what the Lord just said? He said, what I'm going to do to you, I ain't going to do to nobody else. That means you're special and you're set apart in another way now. Not them holy people. You set apart in something totally different now. What did it say, man? Read it again. And I will do in thee that which I have not done. Look, he said, I'm going to do in you something I ain't never done. What else? And whereunto I will not do any more of the like. And I'm not going to do what I do to you to nobody else. I'm just going to do it to you. Go ahead. Because of all thine abominations. Because of what? All thine abominations. You like catfish, shrimp, and all that? That's abominable. Keep eating. Yeah. That's why we're in the position we are today. Right? So look, we really did bad. We were set up perfect. And look what we did. Changed his judgments into wickedness. But y'all ain't hearing enough from me. Let's go to Matthew 21. I'm going to let this book talk to y'all today. This book going to tear you up too. Y'all going to be cut up when you leave here. Matthew 21 and 33. Matthew 21 and 33, brother. Read. Here in the parable, there was a certain householder. Thank you, brother. Readiness with this Bible. Matthew, thank you, brother. Matthew 21, 33 through 41. Then we're going to skip to 45. Read, brother. Here another parable. There was a certain householder which planted a vineyard and hedged it round about, and digged a wine press in it, and built a tower, and let it out to husbandmen, and went into a far country. So he lent this property out to other people, like him, he thought. Go ahead. And when the time of the fruit drew near, he sent his servants to the husbandmen that they might receive the fruits of it. And the husbandman took his servants and beat one and killed another and stoned another. So the cats who the Lord lent this out to, they saw one of the servants, right? They beat one, and then they killed another one, and then they stoned another one, right? Well, go ahead. Again, he sent other servants more than the first, and they did unto them likewise. So they continue the same behavior. Now these people coming to Israel, they coming to us, and we knocking them off. Go ahead. But last of all, he sent unto them his son, saying, they will reverence my son. Surely when I send my boy, they'll have another behavior. Surely they're going to do that. Go ahead, read, man. But when the husbandman saw the son, they said among themselves, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and let us seize on his inheritance. Go ahead. And they caught him and cast him out of the vineyard and slew him. When the Lord therefore of the vineyard cometh, what will he do unto those husbandmen? So it said, look, I lent it to these
cats? They sent everybody, they killed everybody I sent. I finally sent my son, they killed him. It's like, what the Lord gonna do to these cats? Read.
They say unto him, he will miserably destroy those wicked men.
What he gonna do?
Miserably.
This is Jesus. He is the holder of this vineyard. He lent his vineyard out to pastors, ministers. Look what they done did with it. Look at us today. We talking man here. Go ahead, Israel.
And will let out his vineyard unto other husbandmen, which shall render him the fruits in their season.
And I'm going to give it to somebody else that's going to appreciate it, he said. Right? Read.
Jesus said unto them, did ye never read in the scriptures, the stone which the builders rejected? The same is become the head of the corner. This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes.
Skip down to 45, brother.
And when the chief priests and Pharisees had heard his parables, they perceived that he spake of them.
Go ahead.
But when they sought to lay hands on him, they feared the multitude because they took him for a prophet.
So when the priests and the Pharisees, these are the religious leaders. When they heard this, they tried to do what? They tried to put their hands on Jesus. They tried to get rid of him. These are the educated cats that know the book. They was like, we gonna kill this guy because Jesus was exposing them when he came. They were like, we gotta get rid of him. Right? So, the Lord spoke it. Let's take a closer look at this vineyard. Isaiah 5. We gotta take a closer look at it. Let's see what this vineyard is. Isaiah 5. I told you this lesson is about y'all. Y'all gonna see in a minute. Isaiah 5, 1 through 7. Who is this vineyard? Isaiah 5, 1 through 7. Read.
Now will I sing to my well-beloved, a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well-beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill, and he fenced it, and gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with the choicest vine, and built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes.
Man, I did everything. Everything was perfect. My vineyard was straight. But then, when I looked for grapes, it brought forth what? Wild grapes. Right? Go ahead.
And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem, and men of Judah,
Oh, inhabitants of the United States. Inhabitants of the world. He only talking to us right here. Go ahead.
between me and my
Start
family.
from the top.
And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem, and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, between me and my vineyard.
Go ahead.
What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it?
He said, what could I have done more that I didn't do? Nothing. He did everything. Go ahead.
Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes.
Go.
And now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard.
What you gonna do with it, Israel?
I will take away the hedge thereof.
I'm gonna take away the protection. You know the hedge? That's what the Lord, that's what Satan asked the Lord to take away from Job, the hedge. Yeah. Take away the protection, he'll curse you, right? What did the Lord say about the hedge? Read it again.
I will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down.
Go ahead.
And I will lay it waste.
Who gonna lay it waste? The Lord say, I'm gonna lay it waste. Go ahead.
It shall not be pruned nor digged, but there shall come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain upon them.
Go ahead. Let's see what this vineyard is the Lord talking about right here. Go ahead.
For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel.
The vineyard of the Lord of hosts is who?
The house of Israel.
Guess who y'all are? The house of Israel. This was your forefathers. That's his vineyard he's talking about. He said, I did everything for y'all. But y'all turn out corrupt children. You come up, I didn't raise y'all like this. He called y'all wild grapes. Because you're doing what you want to do now. You ain't following the Lord. Right? Where you at? Read.
For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant.
Y'all the men of Judah. And guess what he called y'all? His what? Pleasant plant. Go ahead.
And he looked for judgment, but behold, oppression. For righteousness, but behold, a cry.
Didn't he say we turned his righteousness into wickedness? Yes. Now look how we treating people. We don't even deal fair, right? It says, and he looked for judgment, but behold, oppression. For righteousness, but behold, a cry. We don't do nothing but cry, right? He got to be tired of hearing from us right now, right?
All right, man.
But look, what do we do as a people, right? And what do we do continuously today that piss God off, right? Let's go to Jeremiah 12. Y'all ain't clean. I'm glad you're here, though, because you recognize how broke you are. Jeremiah 12. Jeremiah 12. Let's see what the Lord say about the mouth of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 12. We're going to pick it up at verse 7. And we're going to read to verse 10 and we're going to skip to 12. Let's see what Jeremiah say. Let's see what the Lord say about the mouth of Jeremiah. Read, Israel.
I have forsaken mine house. I have led mine heritage. I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of her enemy.
Go ahead.
Mine heritage is unto me as a lion in the forest. It crieth out against me. Therefore have I hated it.
Did he say the Lord hate his heritage? Who is his heritage? Israel. He said, therefore I have hated it. He pissed off at us, y'all. He real mad. Read.
Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour.
I want to elaborate on that a little bit. I really do. I want y'all to come out of yourself for a minute and look at your existence. He says, mine heritage to me is like a speckled bird. If you're a speckled bird, you ain't like the pigeons. You ain't like the doves. You ain't like the vultures. You something totally different. And all other birds be like, get away from him. That's how they treat you now. You move the river oaks? I'm sorry. You can't move the river oaks. Right? You move somewhere, they move out. In Chicago, we had 95th and Evergreen Plaza. Oh, like Sugarland today. It was just like Sugarland. We started going there, guess what it's like now?
Ghost town.
South 8 Acres Homes. That may be better. We are so destructive when we come around, people leave. They don't have many of you on the job. On what they call Fridays, so you can dress with what you want. Casual Fridays, you wear mini dresses and Versace shirts. You can't wear that to corporate America, but we do it. Why? Because it's our day. We can wear what we want. You are all wrong, Israel. You had a ball, and you ain't even got a tuxedo on. You got on shorts and tennis shoes. You ain't never ready. You off track. But you can't even see it. That's the scary thing, right? So look, read, brother.
Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard.
Many hustlers and prostitutes. Many who? Many who? God standing right here have did what? Have destroyed my vineyard. See, we don't get a message right. We tell you from here what we want instead of reading to you. That's not what we're going to do today. You're going to get read to, Israel. Right? Read it again from the top and say it loud, Israel.
Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard. They have trodden my portion underfoot. They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness.
Look, we all, most of the people today, most Israelites, going to be attending church tomorrow. That is the truth. That ain't nowhere in the Bible, is it? Nowhere. We got $300 we can give you if you find Sunday worship
and we ain't talking about Pentecost. Sister, don't you come with that. That sister got me one time. I tell you, show me one place in the Bible where they worship on Sunday. That sister came with Pentecost brothers. What up on there, Brother O'Neill? I still ain't paid. 12, what it say?
The spoilers are come upon all high places through the wilderness. For the sword of the Lord shall devour from the one end of the land even to the other end of the land.
Not sweet Jesus. It don't say nothing about Jesus destroying nobody, do it? You better read that again, Israel.
The spoilers are come upon all high places through the wilderness. For the sword of the Lord shall devour from one end of the land even to the other end of the land. No flesh shall have.
What's the Lord doing with the sword? And do he need one? Huh? The Lord said, I'm going to destroy. I'm going to kill. And he's very angry, Israel. That's why I'm glad y'all here. Y'all trying to get out the way right now. And that is a blessing. Because again, some people died and never got the truth. Y'all getting it in spades. And y'all young. Guess what's going to happen? What you got to do with it? Right? You got to do a lot with that, right? Let's take a look at Song of Solomon real quick. Song of Solomon 1. Song of Solomon 1. Song of Solomon, chapter 1. 2 places. The Lord say he broke this vineyard down. The Lord say he did. The Lord say he doing all this against us. So when you walking around like, man, why they treating us like this? You crying to the wrong one. Get on your knees and ask the Lord, why are you putting it on us like this? I can't fight you. It's just too much, right? And if you don't think it's too much, you must have submitted. It's a lot. Song of Solomon 1, 5 and 6, read.
I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Sodom.
Go ahead.
Look not upon me, because I am black.
Stop. Could the sun turn you black? It could give you a tan. But it cannot turn you black. Read it again, Israel, if you don't know who you are. And if you don't know who you're talking to, read. From the top.
I am black, but
go ahead.
I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Go ahead.
Look not upon me, because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me.
What do you mean my mother's children was angry with me? Keep reading, Israel.
That made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard have I not kept.
You say, man, they made me the keeper of the vineyard, but my own vineyard I have not kept. Right? Right. Don't it say that? Yes, sir. So, what other? So his own vineyard is totally right now in shambles.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, if the vineyard, the house of Israel, who in shambles? The whole nation of Israel right now is in shambles. We don't know nothing, but we think we do, which is really dangerous. Right? But he say, I have not kept my own vineyard, right? But my question is, does Israel hate God? Do we hate him? I don't know, Israel. I think we hate him, right? And why do we hate him? Let's go to Psalm 69. I really think we hate God. But I'm going to let the Bible talk to it. Psalm 69. Psalm 69, pick it up at verse 1. We're going to skip to 4 through 9. Go ahead.
Save me, O God, for the waters are come in unto my soul.
Skip down to 4 and read, brother.
They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of mine head.
They that what?
Hate me.
See, people, they hate the Lord. He say, those that hate me without a cause, right, are more than the hairs of my head. Not my head, but somebody around here with hair. Right? Go ahead.
They that would destroy me, being mine enemies wrongfully, are mighty. Then I restored that which I took not away.
Go ahead.
O God, thou knowest my foolishness, and my sins are not hid from thee. Let not them that wait on thee, O Lord God of hosts, be ashamed for my sake.
He say, let them that wait on not be ashamed for who? Thy sake, for my sake. Go ahead.
Let not those that seek thee be confounded for my sake, O God of Israel.
Why?
Because for thy sake I have borne reproach.
It say, because thy sake I have did what? I have borne reproach. Go ahead.
Shame hath covered my face.
Shame has did what? Brother, you gotta read it in when I ask you. Go ahead, brother.
I am become a stranger unto my brethren, and an alien unto my mother's children.
Go ahead.
For the zeal of thine house hath eaten me up, and the reproaches of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me.
And that ain't no lie.
No, it ain't.
That ain't no lie. Every sin, every weight was on Jesus' shoulders.
Yes.
He didn't do nothing wrong. We did. And he took all this on his shoulders for his bride.
Amen.
We his bride, we his wife. Yes. Running rampant. What you doing in the project, sister? You mad? We everywhere. Running rampant. And we married. But we ain't paying no attention to our husband, right? Where you at?
That was 10.
That was 10? That was, okay. Let's see Paul quote the same thing. Romans 15. The New Testament, right? Because people think, the New Testament, I'm not with that. I don't understand it. Well, the New Testament only talk about the old.
Yes.
So you ain't got to be afraid. We're going to show you that right now. Romans 15. Let's see him quote something that we just read. Romans 15, 1 through 4, brother. Romans 15, 1 through 4. We just read this. Go ahead.
We then that are strong are to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to please ourselves.
And that is right. Because some of y'all in here are strong in this word. I mean very strong. Been here for a long time. So it tells you right now, we then that are strong are to do what? Bear the infirmities of the weak. We got to help these people.
Amen.
That's what you're here to do. Right? Not do your own thing. Go ahead.
Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification.
Let everyone please himself. Let everyone please who?
Neighbor.
For it is what?
Good for edification.
Go ahead.
For even Christ pleased not himself, but as it is written,
Listen to this.
the reproaches of them that reproach thee fell on me.
Didn't we just read that? That's that New Testament just backing up what the old said. Go ahead, read.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Wait a minute. Whatever thing got written before was written for what?
Our learning.
For our learning.
Amen.
Listen now. It's written for you. Read.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Through impatience and uncomfort.
No.
It's a through patience and what? Comfort of the what?
Scriptures.
Of the what?
Scriptures.
Of what Brother O'Neill say.
No, sir.
Of them scriptures, right? You might have what?
Hope.
You might. You might have hope. That ain't so secure, is it? Because he said you might have hope. Because this is a lot to take, y'all. It's a lot to take in, and you're going to see after this lesson. Right?
All right.
So, was that it? Right. So, we know the condition of the Lord's vineyard, right? Let's see what King David asked the Lord about that. Psalms 8. Psalms 8. 80. Psalms 80. King David asked the Lord a question about his vineyard, right? And the condition of it, right? Psalms 80 verse 7. Start, brother.
Turn us again, O God of hosts, and cause thy face to shine, and we shall be saved. Thou hast brought a vine out of Egypt. Thou hast cast out the heathen and planted it. Thou preparedst room for it, and didst cause it to take deep root, and it filled the land.
Did the Lord bring us out of Egypt? Yes, did he give us our land? Yes, didn't we grow and prosper? Yes, that's what he's saying. Go ahead, Israel.
The hills were covered with the shadow of it, and the boughs thereof were like the goodly cedar.
Man, we were set up. We don't know nothing about that now, because we living in apartments and houses we bad, right? But look, we had land, man. I mean, we had land. We was really set up. Go ahead.
She sent out her boughs into the sea, and her branches into the river.
Go ahead.
Why hast thou then broken down her hedges?
Wait a minute. Lord, why you then broke down the hedges? Why did you take away their protection, Lord? That's what D asked. Go ahead.
So that all they which pass by the way do pluck her.
Why all the nations come back and have their way with her? Yeah. Why everybody pick on her? Go ahead.
The boar out of the wood doeth waste it, and the wild beast of the field doeth devour.
Look, everybody right now in this country pick on you. Everybody prosper off the Israelites. Everybody making money but you. Everybody making money off. Everybody benefiting off. And everybody killing you. And hold themselves not guilty. It's happening right up under your nose. Only thing you got to do is go on the internet. I would have said open the paper, but that don't happen. Right? So where you at? Read.
Return, we beseech thee, O God of hosts. Look down from heaven and behold and visit this vine.
Go ahead.
And the vineyard which thy right hand hath planted, and the branch that thou madest strong for thyself.
Go ahead.
It is burned with fire.
It is what?
Burned with fire.
The Lord say, it's burned with fire. What else?
It is cut down. They perish at the rebuke of thy countenance.
Look. Man, look. We look at the Lord and who he really is, and we perish. When you see who the Lord really is, you can't stand it. When they done told you these lies all your life, and then when you hone in on the truth, it's something else, man. It is unbelievable what is being said in this Bible, right? But the Lord eyes Israel. Why did y'all betray me? Jeremiah 2. Why y'all do me like that? Why you cheating on me? You coming in at 2 in the morning. Why? Why you doing me like this? Right? Because we his bride. I want to make it clear. Jeremiah 2, 4 through 6. Then we're going to skip. And then we're going to skip. Jeremiah 2, 4 through 6. Read, brother.
Hear ye the word of the Lord, O house of Jacob.
Who are you talking to? He's talking to us all the time. Read.
And all the families of the house of Israel.
How many families?
All.
He said, look, he ain't talking about the Gentiles. He ain't talking about the Hamites. He only talking to Israel. You hear me? Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked from vanity and are become vain?
Why did they do this to me? Go ahead.
Neither said they, where is the Lord that brought us out of the land of Egypt, that led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and of pits, through a land of drought and of the shadow of death, through a land that no man passeth through, and where no man dwelleth.
When was the last time somebody walked up to you and say, where's the Lord that brought us out of Egypt? It don't happen. It don't happen, Israel. Go ahead.
And I brought you into a plentiful country, to eat the fruit thereof, and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land, and made my heritage an abomination.
He said he gave us everything, but when we get in, what do? We made him look real bad. Go ahead.
The priest said not, where is the Lord?
The priest, they don't ask where the Lord at now. That's why they didn't then. Where the Lord at? Go ahead.
And they that handled the law knew me not.
Wait a minute. They done handled the what?
Law.
They didn't even know him. He gave us everything. What do you mean we didn't know it? We rejected it. We don't want that. Too hard to serve you, God. Go ahead.
The pastors also transgressed against me.
The whores,
The pastors.
the pimps,
Pastors.
the players, the hustlers.
Pastors.
It say the ministers have did what?
Transgressed against me.
And what?
And the prophets prophesied by Baal and walked after things that did not prosper.
Dude, what you think they doing today? Everybody doing their own thing. Ain't nobody taking care of the Lord's business. Look how rare y'all are. Around the world today, you got like-minded people like y'all on the Lord's business.
Lord, mercy, Lord.
So the Lord, he got this thing handled. Don't think he don't.
Yes, Lord.
Keep your eyes on Israel. Where you at?
Nine.
Read.
Wherefore I will yet plead with you, said the Lord, and with your children's children will I plead.
Go ahead.
For pass over the isles of Shittim, and see, and send unto Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there be such a thing.
Look. The Lord said, I'm going to plead with you and your kids, didn't he? What do plead mean in this Bible? I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you and beat you and beat you. Look around you, Israel, them cuts on your head, right? It's 11. Go ahead, brother.
Hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet not gods?
That's a question. It say, has the nation changed their gods, which are not gods? Go ahead.
But my people have changed the glory for that which doeth not profit.
Y'all see that? We chasing after everything but what we supposed to be chasing after. Only thing you supposed to be doing is teaching this word. You think you should be hooping, a doctor, a lawyer, ain't nothing wrong with them things. But your job over that is to be the priest. The Lord loves education. He does. So he'll burn your behind up when you don't use your senses. You got to use your head, Israel. This is only temporary. You pass it through. What you do here really matters. It's either do right or lake of fire. Now you try to find a wicked room all you like in your little head. But ain't none. Keep loving the person you see in the mirror and watch what happened to him or her. Brother, don't tell me about this, Mike. Thank you, brother. So look, where you at?
12.
Read it over.
You start at 11.
12.
Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, said the Lord.
Go ahead.
For my people have committed two evils.
Two of them. He said Israel committed two evils. Which one? First,
They have forsaken me, the fountain of living water.
we was like, we don't even want you, God. You fired. We fired God. The only people in the world that do that. Y'all should feel special about that. You mean we fire God? Who does that? Right? What else they do?
And hew them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
Go ahead.
Is Israel a servant?
That's a question. Is Israel a servant? Go ahead.
Is he a homeborn slave?
Is he a homeborn slave? That's a question. Go ahead.
Why is he spoiled?
Why is he tore up? Now, I want my way of spoil. No, not that spoil. Why is he stinking and broke down and tore up? That's what we are as a people today. No, I ain't, brother, we doing all right. Okay, what you on downtown? Nothing. What you on in the country? Nothing. Who in jail the most? We are. Who own all the stores in your community? They do.
Come on.
Who kill each other over chicken?
Tell us. Tell it.
Don't say it.
How far or have we failed? We so petty, we argue over nothing. Because we so petty, we can't see it. The Lord did this to us. I mean, he did a good job. I mean, he tore us up so good. Every Sabbath, I'll be like, Lord, please watch over these people. Because ain't no telling what you're going to walk into. Right? Where you at, brother? Hey, brother. Wait a minute. Skip down to 20 and read.
For over time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidst, I will not transgress.
That's what we told the Lord, I ain't going to transgress. Lord, when you take us out of Egypt, we going to really worship you now. You know what, Moses, you talk to. Tell him we'll do everything he said. That's what we said out of our mouth. Right? What does it say?
When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harp.
What's a harp? A prostitute. You in Sunday church? You a Muslim? You what else are you? You're Muslim, you're Egypt, you a Christian, you agnostic, you a Catholic, you in every, no I'm sorry, you a Satan worshiper too. You in every religion under the sun.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about us.
Yes, sir.
You a Latter-day Saint? Yeah, you are. You a Mormon? Yeah. Are you Amish? I'm sure we got a little better than that. Brother. Where you at, brother? 20? 21, read.
Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Didn't the Lord say he set his vineyard up with everything? Man, we were sweet. Man, we were so cold, it was ridiculous. I can't even explain it in words, but the Bible can. Go ahead.
For though thou wash thee with nitrate, and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord.
Go to the Lord, say, I see everything you're doing. You're evil, right? Skip down, brother, to 31.
O generation, see ye the word of the Lord. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel?
That's a question. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel? Go ahead.
A land of darkness?
A land of darkness?
Wherefore say my people, we are lords. We will come no more unto thee.
We good. I'm Lord. I don't need you. I don't even gonna come to you no more. That's us. I can handle this. I got this. You know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Know that? Go ahead.
Can a maid forget her ornaments or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number.
How long? Days. He said, you done forgot me days without number. Guess how long we've been separated from the Lord? That's how terrible a condition we is as a people here. Right? We really tore up, but we ain't got no idea. You know what? Our behavior is that of our forefathers.
Yes, it is.
And a lot of y'all say, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because that was another time. Well, let's see what the Bible says. Isaiah 5. You want to know where you are with it today? And how you doing things versus your forefathers? Let's see. Isaiah 5. Isaiah 5. I want to see if we're any different than our forefathers. Isaiah 5, pick it up at verse 11, brother. Isaiah 5, verse 11, read.
Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink.
Stop. Is that what we like to do today? Get up the party? Huh? It's a woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may what?
Strong drink, follow
Because they thinking about waking up, partying, what they gonna get into. They ain't thinking about the Lord at all. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and Friday come, I'm gonna get high, and it's gonna keep going. Feeding his flesh. Go ahead, what else?
That continue until night till wine inflame them.
Go ahead.
And the harp and the viol, the tabret and pipe and wine are in their feet.
Do we like music?
Well,
Do we like to get it in? Do we like to dance? What if it's on Monday in the afternoon? Will we still cut that thing down? We'll break it down anyway. What about if you're in the office? They say break that thing down for me. Oh, break it down. You'll do that work.
come on. Come on.
You know how they say don't nobody dance like us. See, we give ourselves pats on the back for that.
Yeah.
Man, can't nobody get down like us. You know how we do. I really cut that thing up when I'm up on the thing. Right? So look, where you at? Start from the top. We love music. Go ahead.
And the harp and the viol, the tabret and pipe and wine are in their feast.
Yeah, they love to party, but what don't they like to do? Read.
But they regard not the work of the Lord, neither consider the operation of his hands.
Look, you gonna wake up and think about you for 7 days. You ain't gonna never think about what the Lord want me to do. Because you always on you.
Come on.
Oh yeah, your family is you.
Come on.
You gotta be about God's business at some point.
Amen.
You gotta stop and say, what am I supposed to be doing for the Lord? You don't even consider what you're supposed to be doing. You just go on, take your time and do what you do with your time and don't even consider. That's what the Bible say you do. Right? Where you at?
Yes, sir.
What?
13.
Read, brother.
Therefore, my people are gone into captivity.
Wait a minute, who people? He say his people gone where?
Into captivity.
Go ahead.
Because they have no knowledge.
They have what?
No knowledge.
Brother O'Neill, don't call me dumb. Brother O'Neill, don't call me out my name. Look, I ain't call you sister and brother. I'm just saying you ain't got no knowledge. Who you calling dumb?
Come on.
What the Bible say in 13, brother?
Therefore, my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge.
Why? Read.
And their honorable men are famished.
The most educated men are famished. These are the types y'all look up to. They tired. They hungry. You can't find none from them. Go ahead.
And their multitude dried up with thirst.
And their people behind them ain't got no knowledge either. They even thirsty. Is that the word thirstier?
Come on.
So, it's dried up, he said. This is his vineyard he talking about.
Yeah.
Read.
Therefore, hell hath enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure.
Why?
And their clothes, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoice shall descend into you.
You know how they look at you and mock you because of what you do? Y'all, I ain't got to do all that. What did that just say? Therefore, hell hath what?
Enlarge yourself.
Because you know why? Hell wasn't even made for us. It wasn't made for us. But guess what? We like, Lord, let me in there.
Yeah.
They even make jokes about it. Man, they're going to be partying down there. I want to go. They put that on TV. Hell, they party. Heaven, they bored. You see how they put them in cartoons and paint them pictures? Heaven is so peaceful and bored. Hell, they in the fire burning, drinking, shaking it up. But if you ain't got no knowledge, you will believe that.
Yes, sir.
But if you got knowledge, it ain't even go. None of these fairy tales, right? Where you at? That was the end? But you know, y'all sitting up there saying, surely, Brother O'Neill, we learned our lesson as a people. Let's see Hosea 4. Hosea 4. Surely we know better. Now that we got all this knowledge. Right? Surely the Lord has made this available to his people. So we ain't got to continue to go through this. Hosea 4. Hey, sisters. Let's just say Hosea. Hosea 4, 1 and 2, read.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Who he talking to?
Us, Israel.
He talking to the Gentile. He talking to the Hamite.
Israel.
He only talking to y'all. Go ahead.
For the Lord had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
Why?
Because there is no truth.
What else?
Nor mercy.
What else?
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
Man, didn't he say it's desolate? Ain't no truth, no knowledge, nothing in the land. Look out there. No truth, no knowledge of God in the land. I know what they say, but if they had the knowledge of God, they wouldn't be doing like they're doing, right? Go ahead.
By swearing.
By what?
Swearing.
And what else?
And lying.
And what else?
And killing.
And what else?
And stealing.
Uh-oh. And what else?
And committing adultery.
And what else?
They break out.
And what?
And blood touches blood.
Don't you read the paper every day how we killing each other? We killing each other over nothing. I mean, he was talking bad at me on Facebook. I had to do him. I had to give me a body. That's how we talk. How many bodies you got? That's how we talk. Right? Read it again.
By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out. And blood touches blood.
Man, blood touches blood. So, and that is happening right now. In every city, if you pick up the newspaper today, especially Chicago, how many people got shot and killed last night? It'll tell you every day. It's a rundown.
Absolutely.
It's bad, the type of things we're doing to get ourselves in big trouble. You know how we live, right? And we need to change the way we live. But I need to see more of that, Brother O'Neill. I need to see more of what he did for us, for me to really buy into what you're saying. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 32. You need more, because I know you didn't know none of this, right? So we need to show you more of what the Lord invested in you, so you can take ownership of your behavior. Because you got to see what he did sometimes. But we don't know. With our feeble minds, you know what I mean? We don't. 32. 8 through 12, brother. 8 through 12. Then we're going to skip 15 through 21. 8 through 12, then 15 through 21. Deuteronomy 32, 8 through 12. Read, brother.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Look how great you are.
Yes.
He did everything based on who Israel is. You see that? Go ahead.
For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Man, y'all don't even understand what that's saying. He's telling you, we belong to God only.
Amen.
We is his inheritance.
Amen.
When he finishes everything, guess what he getting? Us. You like, oh, them same people? Yeah. That's his inheritance, us. Right? That's what it's, read it again, 9.
For the Lord's portion is his people.
That's us. Go ahead.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Go ahead. Where you find him at?
He found him in a desert land and in the waste howling wilderness. He led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye.
As what?
As the apple of his eye.
Didn't the Lord say y'all the apple of my eye? We don't even want to be that. We don't want to be the apple of his eye. Right? What else?
As an eagle stirred up her nest, fluttereth over her young, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them, beareth them on her wings.
Go ahead.
So the Lord alone did lead him, and there was no strange God with him.
You say, man, y'all didn't know it, no other God but me. How did we start worshiping on Sunday? How did we start doing the things we do in Israel? Because
You are your children's. You are the children of your forefathers. You never thought to go and find the truth. You too busy partying. You too busy getting it in. Trying to be like other nations. So you ain't even got your vision. You can't see nothing. Right? Where you at? Read.
He made him ride on the high places of the earth.
Go ahead.
That he might eat in the increase of the fields. And he made him to suck honey out of the rock, and all out of the flinty wood.
Go ahead.
Flinty rock. Butter of kine, and milk of sheep, with fat of lambs and rams of the bread of Bashan, and goats with the fat of kidneys of wheat. And thou didst drink the pure blood of the grape.
Wait a minute.
Come on.
Wait a minute. Now look. The Lord said, look, I done gave you butter of kine and milk of sheep. We be like, what's that? That ain't nothing to me. That's what we are today. We like, what? That ain't nothing. Then what is it? Fat of lambs and rams of the breed. Huh? That ain't nothing to me. That's how we feel today. Then he hit you with this. And thou didst drink the pure blood of the grape. Huh? I don't know what that is. Right? Look how far we are from understanding the Lord. He's saying, what he's saying right here is, I set you up with everything. He just described his creation the way he wanted to describe it, right? So look, where you at?
13.
Read.
But Jeshurun waxed fat.
Who is Jeshurun? He says, look, I gave you everything. You start looking in the mirror. And next thing you know, you start loving you and forgot about me. Jeshurun did what?
Waxed fat.
And did what?
And kicked.
Go ahead.
Thou art waxen fat. Thou art grown thick. Thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook God which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation.
Oh, so you done got fine, didn't you? Yeah. And now you don't know. I set you up so sweet. Gave you a house. Gave you everything you got. And now you don't even know. This is us as a nation. Right? Go ahead.
They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods.
Wait a minute. Jealousy? Ain't that an emotion? Not God. Not the Most High. He ain't getting jealous of his creation. Man, look what he said. He said, I'm married to y'all, didn't he? Just like a jealous husband. Go ahead.
With abominations.
16, start again.
They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. With abominations provoked they him to anger.
He's so pissed off right now. Go ahead.
They sacrificed unto devils, not to God.
And who? They
devils.
sacrifice to who? Devils. That's what they're going to do tomorrow. That's what they doing tomorrow. Worshiping the sun. All day, every day. No matter how good it looked. It's totally wrong. Go ahead.
They sacrificed unto devils, not to God. To gods whom they knew not. To new God.
To what?
New gods.
Look. You know what? You seen the God on the ink pen? Where he at? I want to worship him too. We'll worship anything. Go ahead. New gods that came up newly up. Go ahead.
That came newly up, whom your fathers feared not.
They didn't know nothing about these gods. Any of the stuff they doing today. Jehovah's Witness, Mormons, all these religions. Our forefathers didn't know nothing about that.
Not a thing.
Right? Go ahead.
Of the rock that begat thee, thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten God that formed thee.
He said, we done forgot all about it. Right? Go ahead.
And when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them, because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters.
Didn't it say the Lord hate his own heritage? He said he hate us. Go ahead.
And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see that their end, I will see what their end shall be. For they are a very flawed generation. Children in whom is no faith.
Children in whom is no what?
No faith.
The Lord said, I'm going to hide my face from them and see what happened to them, right?
Come on.
Look at y'all.
Come on.
Look at you.
Come on.
Look at us as a people today. Man, the Lord said, I'm going to turn my back on them.
Mercy, Lord.
How that look? I know y'all saying, "What you been working out?" Oh, y'all did? I need to work on them shoulders, you know. So look, you say, "Man, I did everything for you, y'all." But we are a people that are void of understanding, right? Let's go to Romans 11. Does the Lord hate Israel, Brother Jesse? Why can't we get together as a people? Do he hate us? And why can't we do anything together? Romans 11. Y'all know they talk about that every week. We need to get together. We need to come together. CNN, them love for y'all to do that. Let's get together and talk about it. Romans 11. If the Lord hate Israel, though, you see what Paul said about that. Romans 11:1, brother. Read.
I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid.
Paul has to set them straight. Paul say, has God cast away his people? What Paul said? Well, go ahead.
For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham.
Wait a minute. I thought he was white.
Only on TV.
I just want y'all to look at that. Because they'll tell you in a minute, Paul is a Gentile. Let's read it again. And read it, brother. Read it.
I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid.
He has not. See, that's a good thing. Y'all need to be there. No, he ain't. As tough as we are, he's still loyal to us. See that? It's a God forbid, don't it? Which means it's forbidden by God. Ain't nothing changed with our relationship. Only one changed is us. Go ahead.
For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
What tribe y'all from? Because Paul ran that thing down. Oh, ain't none of y'all? Hey, anybody want to give me their tribe name? Y'all, I have no knowledge. You have no knowledge. I don't know mine either, so I ain't got knowledge. Why? Because we've been removed. That's why you don't know who you're from. Where you're from exactly. You have been dealt with. Right? Go ahead.
God hath not cast away his people which he foreknew.
Go ahead.
Know he not what the scripture saith of Elias? And he maketh intercession to God against Israel.
Go ahead.
Lord, they have killed thy prophets.
This is what Elijah said. He quoted Elijah now when Jezebel was out there. He ran from Jezebel after he had killed 150 prophets or something. He killed them all and go run from a woman. Let's read that again. Go ahead.
Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thine altars, and I am left alone and they seek my life.
That brother thought it was no more like him. He was like, man, I'm the only one left, Lord. Let's see what the Lord told him.
But what said the answer of God unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of their.
So whatever you do, Israel, wherever you go, it's always a remnant of those taking care of the Lord's business. You are that remnant. Your mind is on the Lord's business, therefore you're going to be part of this remnant. Right? That's if you really 100% in. If you're 99%, you ain't that one. But you got to be all in. Right? Where you at? Read.
Even so then, at this present time.
At what time?
This present time.
Right now, what it say?
Also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace.
See, the Lord always got his people. You ain't got to worry about that. He got it. Go ahead.
And if by grace, then is it no more of works? Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be by works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. But what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blind.
You see that, Israel? Look at it say, what then? Question mark. Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it. Who is the election? He said, y'all already got it. But the other ones, what did he say about the other ones? They were what? Blinded. You see that? They can't see nothing. Right now, they get it in somewhere. Right? Hey, go ahead.
According as it is written, God hath given them the spirit of slumber.
Look, I say, brother, why can't we ever do anything together? This is why. Read it.
According as it is written, God hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see.
Look, I don't care how many people, I know y'all been talking to people about this book. And they never ever come around, do it. You try to put it as simple as possible. You know you're an Israelite, don't you? Hoping that may spark something. They be like, yeah. I gotta get some more money on my link card. That's what I'm worried about. Right? But you say the Lord has given them what? The spirit of slumber, eyes. What?
Eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear.
When?
Unto this day.
Even today. Don't nobody want to take care of the Lord's business. Oh no, it's too much to do. Too much to do, Israel, right? So, again, the Lord, he knows his creation a lot better than we think.